Oh, hi.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video I'm going to show you how to add this 3D models in your browser and all the scroll animations to a web page. So if you're new to this channel, this is the second part and the final one. So before checking this out, make sure you do check out the first part. I will add the link of the first video in the description. So before starting, make sure you subscribe the channel. So let's begin, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So this is where we left in the last video. We added the script tag. Now we'll add a section tag here. We'll hit enter. Inside that we'll add a dot and we'll write div underscore main section, which is gonna have all the cards. So inside that we're gonna make another div, which is div underscore main section underscore flex box. Okay, I think I haven't added the dot here. Okay, let's cut this out and let's write div dot. Okay, let's just hit enter and let's add a class name here. I don't want to write that again. So the class name is div underscore main section underscore flexbox. So let's go to our browser. So this is the final output, right? So we are gonna make all these cards inside the main section, which is div underscore main section underscore flexbox. And I'll open my screen marker here. So let's just scroll down. Let's just get all these cards here. I will select this pink one and let's select this rectangle. So this is gonna be one single container which is gonna have all the three cards, and inside that is gonna have small items, which is there are gonna be three items, which is like this yellow color. You can see that. The fuck, I'm not able to draw this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so and I will use this green color to highlight this thing, which is the biggest card here, which is a single thing. That is, you can say it is a single thing. It is not made up of different cards. It is a single thing. So let's just color it so it will be kind of more visible and more understandable. So this one will be the two containers basically, you can say. And let's select this black color. So this is gonna be a single item. This is going to be the second item, and this is going to be the third item. And okay, this is going to be the single item of the biggest container, which is the big one. And this is going to have a gap between both of these containers, which is div underscore flexbox underscore main section, I think. Yeah, this whole thing will be inside the main section. And I think let's cancel this and let's talk about this fourth thing here. So firstly, I'm going to draw this rectangle, which is color filled inside it. This will be the rectangle here, and I'm going to draw a simple rectangle, you can say, for this watch image. And inside that it is going to have a second container, which will be around 50-50, I think. And this is going to have some text, that is some quick intro about the watch. And this container, which is this light blue, and this is gonna have some buttons here for more information, learn more, and buy, all of that stuff. So let's just minimize this. I hope you understood all of this structure here. So let's go inside the div underscore main section underscore flex box. So I will add a dot and I will add container 2, which is gonna have this thing here, which is basically all the three cards. So I'll add a dot box left, which is the smallest one and the first one, I think. Yeah, it is the first one. Cut this out. I think it's not working. Box. Okay, perfect. And I will hit space bar and I will add left. So inside that we're gonna add some coding. Not coding. We can write HTML here. We're gonna write some HTML. So this is gonna have an image tag, which is class card1, which is perfect. This is the card1 of our web page. And okay, so this is what we're gonna build, right? So okay, so this will be the card1. Let's select this fill one, and this will be the card 1, and beside that will be card 2, and beside that will be card 3. So let's cancel this, and this is gonna be card 1, right? And data-aos is something which is like which uses animate on scroll library to animate the objects when we scroll through that. You can see this data-aos zoom in. So this is this aos.css file here, which we did in the previous video, and data-aos-delay, which is gonna delay the animation of 400 milliseconds, you can say, which is around 4 seconds, I think. And source will be card1.jpg. Okay, I think we don't have the images right now. Okay, so need to add those images, right? So let's go to a project directory, and I'll paste some images here which I've copied already. So this one is the card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4 is the biggest one, and the card 5 is the watch. So card 1 is the first image, I think. Yep. And card 2, I'll quickly show you all the images. The fuck. Okay, so this is the card 3, and card 4 will be the card 4 is the biggest one here, right? And got this card 5, which is the watch. Perfect. So I'm gonna do the same for the card 2 and card 3. So let's just copy this, and I will paste it for 2 more times for the card 2 and card 3, which is inside the container 2, which is the first container, you can see, box middle and the box right. You can change it to box right. Perfect. And let's make this card 2, and let's make this card 3, and let's delay it a bit more. Let's make the 650, so all the objects will load in a linear manner. And let's make this card 2, card 3, and 800 is a data-aos-delay. Okay, so I think we are done with the first container, right, which is container 2, you can say. So inside that we're gonna have one more container, which is gonna have the biggest card. We are inside this main section, and I will add a class here with a second section def. Perfect. So let's go to browser. Okay, so this is a browser, right? So this thing, I select this border one, and this thing we're gonna build now. And let me do some stuff here, and do some. So let's go to browser, not browser, let's go to Visual Studio Code, and let's add a container 3, which you can assume that as container 2, container 3, and inside that we're gonna have a dot big1. Perfect. And big1 is something which we talked about, as it will be the biggest card, and inside that we're gonna have a image tag, which is gonna like extract all the images, not all the images, single image, card4.jpg, I think. Okay, it's jpg, and class is card4. Perfect, I think. Yes, and we'll copy this data-aos and this delay thing. And okay, let's change it, I think, or let's skip it like that. Let me think of it. Okay, let's make this 1000, and let's skip this type of the animation as zoom in. Yep, that's container 3. Perfect, I think there's no issue here. So let's make another
Got it! Got it!
let's make another div here, which is card5_div, which will be the watch, and it is going to have some text. So firstly, okay, so I have pasted all the code here, cause it is the same thing, and it is gonna take some time writing all this. So I'll skip this part, and I'll try to make you explain this, cause typing part is obviously gonna take some time. Okay, so let's minimize this and let's go to Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let's maximize this, and we got this Apple Watch underscore text here, which is gonna be data use will be fade up animation and delay will be 100, and fade right, that is the same thing. You can just pause the video and observe it. It's the same thing. It has watch, that has got image tag, and it has got card file has class, and card file.jpg has the image here. And we got this para tag for some text here, that is the future of health is on your wrist. And we got some span tags here for the buttons, you can see, not buttons but something like that. And it has learn more by everything. Okay, so let's hit enter and let's add a footer class here, footer class for a div, you can see. And let's hit enter. So footer is gonna have all the footer thing here, and inside that we're gonna have a div which is class contain. Inside that we're gonna have a class which is column, you can say COL. So there are gonna be, I think, 5 or 6 columns, right? And each column is gonna have items which are gonna be listed in a column. Okay, so let's go here and I'll paste the code h1. The h1 will be basically the title, and unordered list is gonna have some list items which are li, which are Mac, iPad, iPhone, watch and TV. Perfect. So let's go to browser and let's scroll down. So this is what we're gonna make, right? It's just shop and learn, services, Apple Store, Apple values. So let me explain you the structure here. So this will be the first COL, which is first column, and this will be the third, this will be the fourth, this is gonna be the fifth, and this one is gonna be the sixth, right? So and each one is gonna have a different header here, with the shop and learn, services, everything like that. And this is gonna be the list items, that is each COL is gonna have its header which is h1, and it is gonna have its list item with the help of unordered list. So just pasted all the code here, which is for all the columns. So this is the second column for services, which is gonna have Apple Music, TV, fitness, news and arcade. And this is gonna be the Apple Store column here, and this unordered list, Apple Store column, and this one is gonna have Apple values as h1 and unordered list. This is the same thing, and it is gonna have a support as header and list items as contact us, web chat and email. And this one is gonna be something different, which is gonna have h1 as social, and inside that UL we're gonna have list items which are gonna have images, and source will be the logo of that particular company, you can see, or the social networking site. So let's go here. This is the Facebook, Instagram and everything here. So perfect. And it is gonna have width of 32. It is gonna have styling, which is width of 32 pixels. With this 32 pixels, perfect. We have done some inline styling here, and this is div class ClearFX. Okay, so I think our div ends here, right? We are gonna need some script tags here to initialize our AOS library here. So for that, you can say, okay, so first okay, so we have added the script tag here, which is gonna have the JavaScript file of the AOS library. And I think let's hit enter and let's add other script tag which is gonna initialize the AOS library now. So aos.init and parenthesis and curly, not parenthesis, yeah, parenthesis and semicolon. Perfect. So let's delete this extra spaces. Let's save our file and let's scroll up. Okay, so I think we're done with our HTML. Now let's do the styling part. Firstly, I'm going to import some Google fonts here. Some kind of fonts, Railway and all of that. The pronunciation is really difficult, you know. This is some kind of fonts you can just import from Google Fonts. Yeah, googlefonts.com. And let's split our screen so it will be kind of more visible to you, and I will try to skip this part as much as I can, and you can just pause the video and write the code, right? Because it is not that hard. Normal styling is easy. The main thing was importing the models and all of that shit. So we added this navbar tag here, which is gonna have display as flex. Position will be fixed because we want it to be sticked right. From top it will be 0, from left it will be 0. Let's add width as 100% and height as 30 pixels. Background color will be black. And let's add justify content as space around. Padding top will be 10 pixels and Z index will be 24. Let's give it 25. 25 will be better because it's an even number. Not it's an even number, it's like a commonly used number. So accessing this navbar. So firstly let's import this normal HTML and body properties. Margin and padding will be 0, or you can just use a simple asterisk sign that is gonna apply to all and each and every element, you can say. So let's hit enter and let's access all the span tags of this navbar class. So text decoration will be none. I will just paste the code and I'll try to make you explain this. Color will be white. Font family will be Railway. What do we see this? Railway or Railway? What the fuck it is? Font family is Railway and Railway or Railway, whatever it is.
Why are you crying?
So I think we're done with our navbar, right? Okay, so we have already targeted this navbar and each and every span tags. So let's target this dev underscore main section here. And let's add position as absolute. I will try to write the code where it is necessary, but I will try to paste that maximum number of times because I really don't want to waste your time because already we have done around 15 minutes of coding for this project and I don't want it to make it much more longer than this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we want this dev underscore main section to be at least 97%, to be at least like have a difference of 97% of the height of the screen from top. I hope you can understand this. And container 2 as grid. We're gonna have a grid template column which is 3, 1 FR. That is gonna have 3 items inside that, and it is gonna have justify content as center. Margin top will be 2 rem, padding left will be 1 rem, padding right will be 0.8 rem. Okay, so let's hit enter and container 2 is something which is gonna be inside this. Okay, so let's hit enter. So we are now targeting this container 2 dot box, right? So max width will be 600 pixels. So we are targeting each and every card here, that is card 1, card 2 and card 3 of the first flex box, you can say, which is container 2, you can say, box. Yes, container 2 dot box, max width will be 600 pixels, background color will be none, flex direction as column and justify content as space between. Perfect. So I pasted some code here for each and every card. So firstly we have this left, which is gonna differentiate this left, middle and right will be left, middle and right will be differentiated with the help of this class. So height will be 50 view height, transition will be 0.5 seconds. and when the left is hovered, we're gonna scale it, that is 1.05, a bit of scaling. And here we got this card 1, which is height 50, view height, transition will be 0.5 seconds, width will be 31, view width. And this is gonna be for middle, 50 view width and 50 view height. And let's go on to the card 2, which is gonna have some same properties, and it is gonna have same property for the right. When the right is hovered, we're gonna do the same scaling, which is 1.05. So what we can do instead of this is, right, we can use the comma property. You can say we can use comma here for adding same properties to different classes. So we are adding the same property for left, middle and right. And when left is hovered, okay, so let's add a comma. When the right is hovered, and let's add when middle is hovered. So we got this card 1. We can do the same here, which is we are gonna make it card 2, comma card 3. Okay, and this is the middle here. So simply we're gonna delete all this, cause look, we just use 10 lines of code instead of using 50 lines of code. So this is what efficiency is. So you need to like make sure you write your code in this way. And let's target this container 3, which will be the biggest container, you can say. Okay, let's scroll up. I think we got something wrong here. Okay, box apple. Okay, so firstly let's target the box underscore apple, which is some description for our model, right? Box underscore apple is some description for our model. So width will be 20%, background color will be none. This is some boring CSS properties. Color will be white, from left it will be 10%, from top it will be 40%. Okay, so we got this h1, h4 and para tags. So we are simply gonna target each and every element here. So I'll just paste the code here. Which will be font size as 5, view width, margin will be 0, padding will be 0, font family as Apple system, open sans and sans serif, and transform. Okay, so we got this translate y, which is 2, view height. And we got some properties for h4 here, which is iPhone, and they're the same fonts. You can simply use sans serif to instead of using all of that. Font family, let's minimize this. Okay, let's keep it like that. And let's now move on to this container 3, which is the biggest div here, which is second section div. Just gonna have the biggest image, you can see. And let's add the curly braces. So width will be 100%. What this card4.jpg, right? And this is gonna be the card 4, which is gonna have transitions. So firstly let's target this container 3. Which is gonna have display grid template columns as 1, 1 fr, which you notice it is different. It had 3, 1 fr for the first container. Background color will be none for big one, width will be 100%. This is the big one, which is the div for this card 4. And now you're targeting this image tag. So transition 0.5 seconds and width will be 100 view width. I think you don't need this transition, you can remove that. So let's target this card 5, which is gonna have the clock, not clock, which is gonna have the watch.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
And let's add this text code here, CSS styling, which is some, this is a lot lengthy guys. So card 5, which is gonna be the image tag. It is gonna have height of 60 view height, margin top as 50, position absolute from left it will be 55 view width, and Apple Watch underscore logo, which will be the logo here. Margin top 70, left will be 25, font size will be 10 view height, and margin bottom will be 0. So let's target this Apple Watch underscore text. So which is gonna have color as white, margin top as 50 view height, margin left as 1 view width, and margin bottom as 0. Okay, left will be 21 view width, font size will be 10 view height, and font family will be as usual. So we're simply gonna target this para tags here, which will be the short description of the watch, and font family will be the same. So we are gonna target this first span tag, which is gonna act as a button here, which is learn more and buy. So learn more is gonna have color as white, margin left as 25 view width, margin top 0, color will be RGB, and font family will be same. So this is the same thing here. I'm just gonna paste it here, and it's gonna have a slight difference here, which is margin left will be now 1 view width. So now I think let's target our footer tag here, which will be the last part. So I'm simply gonna paste all the code of the footer, and I will explain that to you in a single take, so it will be easier and it will be kind of less time consuming. So I will just copy it from my screen which I extended, and I'll paste it here. Perfect. So targeting this footer, position relative, height will be auto, z index will be 50. It might sound as a wrap, but it is how it is, right? So background will be RGB, background will be linear gradient, and we are targeting each and every column, right? So look, we got a slight difference here. That is, it is gonna make a gradient kind of color here, which is linear gradient. Swipe here, we are targeting each and every column here. That is all the 5 columns I think will be targeted. Width will be 190, height will be auto, float will be left, box sizing will be border box, WebKit box sizing will be border box, and that is same I think. Padding will be 0, 20, 20, 20. So we are targeting each and every H1 here, which is margin 0, padding 0, font family will be inherit, font size will be 12 pixels, line height will be 17 pixels, padding 20 pixels, 050, font weight will be normal, text transform uppercase, letter spacing at 0.250 em. Okay, so we are targeting each and every unordered list. Padding will be 0, perfect. And now we are targeting each and every list item of each and every column of each and every unordered list, which is gonna be the each and every li. So color will be hashtag 66669, not 999. What the fuck I'm saying? Font family will be normal, and padding will be 5050. Cursor will be pointer. The type of the cursor will be pointer, transition 0.2 seconds, and transition WebKit and mouse translation, which is the same thing. So now let's target this social media icons. So this will be the social, and here we are gonna have each and every li. So display will be inline block, padding right will be 5 pixels, which is important, which is important, and color will be hashtag 666f, transition not 666f, 6 times f, transition 0.1 seconds, and this is be the clear. We have this clear fix here. So min width will be, when the min width is 1280 pixel, we're gonna target the contain class here. We're gonna target this contain. It is gonna have width of 1200 pixels. Margin will be from top and bottom will be 0, and from left and right will be auto. When max width is 1139 pixels, the width will be 1000 pixel and the display will be block. And social H1, and targeting the H1 tag, margin will be 0 pixels. It is the same thing here. Just pause the video and write this call. And the same thing which we are doing again and again for making it responsive. This is what we actually do in CSS, right? And got this max width here for 500 pixels. Footer column width will be 50%. H1 font size 14 pixels. Font size will be 13 pixels again, and max width will be 340 pixels. The footer and the column is gonna have width of 100%. So I think we're done with our stylish.css. It was kind of a bit more hectic in the end, but yeah, it's okay. So let's open with live server. And the 3D model is not gonna load and like open copy the full part. You can't do it like that. You just need to start a live server and VS Code and download an extension for that. So look, our model is loaded now, and here we can do whatever you want with this shirt, man. This took a lot of time to make this. So we got this cards here, and this is the big one. And we got this watch, some text from, and some span tags for the buttons. And we got the footers here. So this much is enough for this video. I'll see you in the next video with more amazing content. Till then, bye bye, take care. Also make sure to like, share and subscribe my channel, and some React projects are on its way, and the Monstack projects are already loading. So make sure to like this video, and bye bye and take care.